It's day 3 of OTAs for the Buccaneers, but it's the first time we've got to see a glimpse of what the quarterback position looks like this season. The Rays win another at Fenway, making it their 42nd win of the season. Top of the 6th, Rays down by 1. Yandy Diaz singles on a ground ball to right fielder Alex Verdugo. Margot scores the throw back into the infield. Diaz rounds the bases and scores. Rays win 6-2 in Beantown. Venir de Cuba a los Estados Unidos no es muy fácil para los cubanos. ¿Puede hablar sobre el proceso?
Fue un proceso difícil. Sinceramente.
That proposed plan, like you said, is supposed to be right across the street from the Amway Center. And we were out there today and we spoke to one business owner who says having all that in one area might actually be good for more consistent foot traffic. Races, ages, and sexual orientation to come and pay respect to the 49 lives lost and for people to learn what happened here on that night in 2016. From NFL defensive tackle and Apopka native Jalen Carter, who actually played on this very field in this very complex. Starting to come down, I can actually see with this flashlight, you can kind of see the rain coming down. It's starting to pick up a little bit. The wind is going, it's getting cold. I'm 5'5" standing, and this is where the tree snapped. And this is where most of the significant damage happened here in Hazel Green, was right here on Charity Lane. Look at this. This water is literally their patio. Their outdoor patio is covered in water. And I'm walking through water, things are floating. You know, they're on a 5-game unbeaten streak, but 2 of those games are only wins. It wasn't just because he went first round, top 10, and first ever, but they were watching history. At the age of 8, Omari Jones had a dream after he fell in love with the combat aspect of karate.
But my goal was always the 2024 Olympics, and I'm closer than ever right now to get there.
Representing the United States and Central Florida, fighting out of his hometown of Orlando at the School of Hard Knocks, Omari is now part of Team USA and in the best position of his boxing career.
It's kind of amazing and shocking that it's bigger than what I expected it to be.
But the road to get here wasn't always easy. Jones says he's had his fair shares of ups and downs, but he says he always found a way to come out on top. Omari says one of his hardest moments was when he had to fight in the World Championships.
Just having to fight multiple Olympians, top 10 guys in the world. So being up against the top competition, I had to put my talent with their talent, and I had to come out on top in order to become a silver medalist.
That was just 2 years ago. Since then, the Valencia College student has put in blood, sweat, and tears. In 2023, he took first in the GB International Tournament, and in 2022, he took third in the AMBC Elite Championships and first in the USA Boxing International Invitational. And at that time, with less than 30 fights under his belt.
Be the underdog, not be seeded, and come out on top and be on Team USA, and then go and win multiple international tournaments. It just speaks for itself on the hard work and dedication over the years that's paid off for me.
And just this month, Omari once again ended at the top of the podium with his victory over Milos Bartil of Czechia to be the only American to win 2 golds during the team's European tour.
You know, it's good that a lot of y'all want to come back and give back to the community.
He didn't get here alone. He had the love and support of his family, coaches, and mentors, something he said was so valuable to his success, which is why whenever he gets the chance, he's back home mentoring young men along with his own mentor at Gotham Middle School.
The favors and things that they taught me, it was only right for me to give back when needed to.
America's heartbeat is the crack of a bat hitting a baseball. But just 90 miles from the Florida coast, that sound is the sound of freedom. Venir de Cuba a los Estados Unidos no es muy fácil para los cubanos. ¿Puede hablar sobre el proceso?
Fue un proceso difícil. Sinceramente pasamos un poco de trabajo. Yo salí junto con mi papá, siendo menor de edad en Cuba. Tenía unos 17 años. ¿Sabe? El mismo trabajo que pasamos todos los cubanos para salir de Cuba, solo que en el tiempo algunos cubanos podíamos salir legalmente, sin visa, a algunos países. Y aprovechamos esa oportunidad.
Having left the country shortly after his mom, Orlando Martinez and his father had to go through 5 different countries to reach Martinez's dream.
No podía firmar con mi residencia cubana. Por problemas políticos, en Cuba Estados Unidos no puede firmar peloteros.
Sí.
Y entonces yo, estando aquí ya, logré ir a una academia a Bahamas con una residencia temporal en Bahamas. Y a través de esa residencia obtuve mi agencia libre en Bahamas. Y estuve 1 año y medio viviendo en Bahamas y logré que los angelinos me firmaran.
Because of the dictatorship in Cuba, no U.S. team is allowed to sign any Cuban player that wants to play in the United States. They have to seek residency in another country for at least 1 year before a U.S. team is allowed to draft or sign a Cuban player as a free agent. But playing in the United States, Martinez says, is all about opportunity.
No tienes los implementos, los recursos que te brinda el béisbol aquí en Estados Unidos, que te lo brinda todo para lograr llegar. En Cuba se pasa más trabajo. Para jugar béisbol tienes que salir adelante por ti solo y es algo bien complicado.
On July 11th, the Cuban people took to the streets of the island, protesting for better health care, human rights, and the end of a dictatorship. Although Martinez couldn't be there, he says it relit a fire inside of him.
Ver al pueblo de Cuba, eso fue una gran motivación para todos los cubanos. Todos los cubanos estábamos apoyando, aunque estuviéramos fuera de la isla.
But even through all the adversity, not knowing the language, being in a far more developed country, and experiencing the culture shock, Martinez has never lost sight of his dream and has been dazzling on the diamond. En agosto te dieron la noticia que tú eras jugador de la semana. ¿Cómo te sentiste?
Fue algo muy emocionante. Sobre todo, el momento que más me ha impactado fue el día de la primera semana de la temporada, que en un juego conecté 3 honrones en un mismo juego. Nunca había hecho eso en mi carrera.
Martinez says his experience with the Trash Pandas has been a dream come true. And playing for the organization, he can see himself being a part of the major leagues. But the people he has to thank most?
Mami, papi, gracias por el apoyo siempre. Sus deseos de verme triunfar, sus ganas de verme llegar a lo más alto del béisbol son mi mayor fuente de energía para salir a jugar.
In Madison, Yvette Sanchez,